Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hi. So basically in this session, we're going to be going over some information about the microsite and then also information about what your role will be during the conference. But first, I'll have everyone introduce themselves, and I'll start. I'm Kayla Ryan. I am an assistant conference producer at Common Ground. And my colleague Jillian is also here. So Jillian, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Jillian. I'm a support assistant at Common Ground as well. We're just here to facilitate conversation and stuff like that. Patricia, you can introduce yourself.
Are you talking to me, Patricia?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Oh,
Or if anyone else wants to go. Sorry.
Sorry, my name is Patricia Nicol. I am a doctoral student at Queen's University Belfast.
All right, thank you. Patience, do you want to introduce yourself next?
Sure. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm Patience. I'm a doctoral student with the University of Colorado Springs, and also a math teacher in a high school.
Thank you. Jillian, do you want to go next?
Yeah, I kind of missed the start of this, so I don't know what you've asked me to say.
Oh, sorry. I'm just having everyone go around and introduce themselves.
Okay, well, I'm Jillian O'Hagan. I know Patricia, and I am a teacher in a school in Belfast in Northern Ireland. And my particular field of interest is autism.
Okay, thank you. Julie, do you want to go next?
Hi, good morning or good afternoon, wherever you are. My name is Julie Dale Jones. I'm currently in Casablanca, Morocco, finishing up a Fulbright fellowship where I was a visiting professor at the University Mohammed V in Rabat. I teach linguistics. This past year, I was teaching qualitative research methods, and my area of study is education training for English as a second language.
Thank you. Christy, do you want to go next?
Hi, good evening. I am Christy Kotza, and I am a lecturer in the School of Teacher Education from South Africa. I'm also a PhD student, and I taught business studies, economics, and accounting at high school level for about 10 years.
Thank you. Christian, do you want to go next? Christian, are you here? He might be having audio issues. I'll come back to him. Mariah?
Hello, everyone. I am Mariah Hampton. I'm currently a doctoral student at Prairie View A&M University. It's right outside of Houston, Texas. I've been a music educator for the past 8 years in the Dallas-Fort Worth area for K through collegiate students. So super excited to be here.
Thank you. Christy, having either video on or off is okay. Christian, I requested to unmute you. I think it might be on your side. I think it might just be Zoom being strange, probably. Well, it's really nice to put names to everyone's faces and stuff rather than just via email. So next I will go over a little bit about the event microsite and the schedule. So I will share my screen. So you can get to the event microsite through either, everyone can see my screen, right? Okay. You can go to the event microsite through either the conference website, you can click there, or you can go through CG Scholar from your profile. And then when you go to your events, the microsite will be there. You can also view the learner community where you can see once it loads. you'll be able to see who's joined and the updates that have been posted in the community. And going back to the profile, it's really important to keep this updated, especially your affiliation specifically, because that shows on the schedule next to your presentation title. So please just make sure to keep that updated. So let's go to the microsite. You can also download your receipt here and get any extras for the special events. So here on the event microsite, you can see all of the themes for this year's conference, including the special focus and just general information. And then the next tab for you will say your proposal, and you'll be able to access your proposal, and you can also upload your digital media here. And we really recommend that even if you're presenting in person, that you also upload your digital media so that only delegates can also view it. On the your registration tab, you can view your presentation or your registration, sorry. I'll skip to the special events tab. You can sign up for any of the special events like the online talking circles, or if you're an in-person delegate, the conference tour or the dinner. Back to the presentations tab. Sorry, the website's being a bit slow today. The following feature, I'll show how that works in a few minutes, but the featured tab has all of your presentations. And then you can also view the presentations by theme if there's a particular one you're interested in viewing. Viewing by type is similar. It's also like, here are the paper presentations, focus discussions, workshops, posters. You can also just view them alphabetically. So going over to the schedule. So the pre-conference day will be July 12th, and there will be the online engagement session, which is pretty similar to this session. Basically just going over the event microsite and how to participate in the conference remotely. There'll also be the online Think and Drink welcome reception, where it's a pretty informal session where we'll discuss the conference theme, and everyone can also get a chance to introduce themselves. If you have a presentation, we'll link that so that everyone can view it and follow. There's also the conference tour on the pre-conference day. So going to the first day of the conference, all of the sessions that say the university and online will be streamed live. So these sessions will have a Zoom link added shortly before the conference, and they will also be recorded in case the time zones don't end up working out. This session is also being recorded, by the way, so that the emerging scholars who couldn't attend due to time zones or work can view it later. So the opening, the plenaries, these are all going to be recorded. But the parallel sessions will not be recorded. So basically the role for the in-person emerging scholars is to moderate these parallel sessions. This will also be discussed more. There will be an in-person meeting for the in-person emerging scholars. I think most likely the day before the conference. I'll have to confirm with Tamsin. But so basically each of the paper presentations is 20 minutes. And then there is about 30 minutes, 20 minutes for discussion at the end for all of the presentations in the session, rather than doing discussion after each presentation. And basically the role of the emerging scholar is to facilitate that discussion and moderate it and ask questions. It's good to also make connections between the different presentations in the session, and to just make sure the discussion goes well. You'll also have to like make sure that no one goes over time and stuff. You'll receive more instructions about that at the later meeting. There'll be like signs. So yeah, that's the first day of the conference. Yeah, you can also see which session you're moderating. Day 2 and day 3 are pretty much the same. It's also just plenary sessions and then parallel sessions. I'll jump over to the online only tab. So these sessions are all asynchronous, and oh, there's also the introducing the emerging scholars session, which will have all of your introductory videos posted. So in these asynchronous sessions, because they're asynchronous, the role of the emerging scholar is to watch all of these presentations through their digital media that will be uploaded. So once the discussion board opens, which will be shortly before the conference, usually a day or two before, you'll be able to click on the View Digital Media button on any of these presentations, and then you'll just have to watch the video or PowerPoint or whatever they've uploaded, and then your role is to facilitate the discussion in the discussion board rather than in person. So just to make sure that people are participating, and then to ask questions to the presenters, whether you ask them individually or whether you make a connection between multiple presentations. You can also, if you see that a presentation does not yet have digital media, once the discussion board opens, or actually now you'll be able to request their digital media and follow the presentation. So let's say you're really interested in this presenter's presentation, but they haven't uploaded digital media. You can click on this button, and once it loads, they'll receive an email, and it'll ask them, someone interested in your presentation, please upload your digital media. And then that presentation, because you followed it, will also show up in your following tab. And then you will receive an email when they've uploaded the digital media. So there it is in my following tab. Going back over to the asynchronous sessions, once you leave a comment in the discussion board, you will receive an email once they've replied. So you don't have to be like looking at it constantly, because you'll get a notification. So yeah, basically your role is to just make sure that people are asking good questions, because we really encourage people to have a good discussion in the discussion board, because it's asynchronous, but we want everyone to have participation and engage with the presentations. You can also see that the Emerging Scholar Presentations have the little featured bar. Yeah, let me see if there's anything else that I forgot to mention. Oh, you can also, if you're interested in a particular.
Sorry, there's a question in the discussion, the chat about July 12th.
Oh, July 12th. July 12th is the pre-conference day, so it's primarily online only sessions, like the online engagement session, which, like I said, is similar to this session, and then the Think and Make welcome reception. There's also the conference tour, but there's no like in-person sessions that day. Because this is technically just the pre-conference day, and then day one is the 13th. So, and these sessions will also be recorded and uploaded later, usually the same day. So if you can't make it to these sessions, that's okay. There may be, if you're an in-person emerging scholar, there may be an in-person meeting the day before. I'm not sure if that will be scheduled the day before or the morning of the first day of the conference, but I will get in contact with Tamsin about that, because I will not be there in person, but I think she will be. So I will get more information about that. I think that was all. So yeah, basically, to summarize, just your role is to facilitate the discussion, whether in person or online, and to just ask good questions and make connections between the presentations. Does anyone have any questions?
Yes, I have a question. When I was speaking with Tamsin, said that we would kind of be assigned individually on what we would be facilitating. Is that still correct, or are we all kind of just like facilitating everything?
No, yeah, that's a good question. I forgot to mention. So each, for both the asynchronous sessions and the in-person sessions, there will be a moderator listed. And so you're only responsible for those sessions.
Okay.
So like, Valerie will be responsible for just the session than any others. So she won't have to watch, if you're asynchronous, you don't have to watch every single presentation, just the ones in your session, and just comment on those. Of course, feel free to comment on others. But yeah, and the same for in-person, just the sessions that you're assigned to.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Any other questions?
You said that opens the day, about a day before the conference starts, or is that already available?
The discussion board and the digital media will become available a day before the conference.
Okay,
usually,
right.
or Sunday the day before. It's kind of different with depending on what time zone you're in.
Yeah, thank you.
And then the discussion board will also stay open for about a week after the conference in case there's like an ongoing discussion. And then you'll also be able to access the digital media forever after the conference. Okay, any other questions?
Yeah, I have a question. I know you might have mentioned this already, but just to clarify, did you say that we could upload the videos now, or is it after a certain period of time?
For your digital media or for?
Yeah, so if you are online, could you
Yeah.
upload it now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, thanks.
All right, any other questions? All right, well, I think I will end this here then. Of course, feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions or reach out to Tamsin. I think I've been CC'd on most of the emails. So, oh, Christy, do you have a question?
Thanks so much. I just want to clarify. So for the introductory videos that we sent, I think to Tamsin.
Yeah.
Do we need to upload them anywhere, or is Tamsin going to? Okay, great.
Yeah, no, we'll upload those. The digital media.
Digital media.
Yeah, the digital media upload should just be for your presentation media. The introductory videos are separate, and we'll upload those.
Thank you so much.
Sure, no problem. All right, so yeah, like I was saying, if you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out to me. My email is CC'd in on pretty much all the emails, but it's kayla@cgnetworks.org. Also feel free to email Tamsin with any questions. And for the in-person emerging scholars, we will reach out with more information soon about the in-person meeting, where there'll be more information about the moderating in-person sessions. But yeah, thank you so much for attending this meeting. And I'll also send a recording of this meeting in an email in case you want to watch back over.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you.